where do you start from when you don't know where to start? And I'm speaking to this in line of people who are currently at the tarmac, people who are at the junction or at a crossroad and don't know if they are to go left or to go right. You've been packing so many ideas for a long time, day in, day out, week in, week out, from month to month. You kept pushing that stuff. I'm going to start. So it's understandable. And all the excuses you've given so far, they're very valid. I mean, you don't have the best camera, it's valid. You don't have the best setup, it's valid. You don't even have the money to, start that thing, it's valid. You don't have the tools to go ahead with that vision, it's solid. Like literally everything you give as an excuse is solid. But you know what is more solid? What is more solid is that if you can just start something, you would definitely overcome those excuses and those things that kind of felt like were stopping you. And you on the long run, you will not find that those things you thought were stopping you were actually not stopping you. All right. Although there are some kind of limitations, right, that it's just absurd, and you have to actually fix that limitation for you to be able to do that thing. But here is the point, right? And which is, if you want to know something, speak on what you do not know. If you want to know something, speak on what you do not know. And it's not that you speak on an idea that you have no insight about. It's not how it works. You speak on it based on asking questions. All right. And it comes with you being humble and you saying, I do not know XYZ. I want to know XYZ. So you start by finding people who are in that field. You start by connecting with people who are already doing what you want to do on a different level. And you need to take rejection as a thing that comes with the game. See it as, what people would do to you till you become somebody that people cannot do without. All right. So see it as sending proposals. Okay. Anyone who does business enough will tell you that for one proposal that gets accepted, they've sent about, a dozen or more before that proposal gets accepted. Right. So speak on things you do not know by asking questions. That is how you gain knowledge. How does this thing work? How does this so you don't come and, because what I see that we have lately is we have people who tend to be thought leaders in areas they do not know. They are speaking on the topic rather than asking questions from people who already speak on that topic, so that they can gain insight, so that they could be pulled in and, they could understand how that field works. So yeah, if you don't know what to do or where to start, speak on something by asking those who are already there. So let me give this example. Before Jesus became a rabbi or a master himself, he was at the temple. He was asking questions. He kept asking questions. Don't forget that he asked questions so much that he left his father and his mother just to stay at the temple to keep on asking questions. And he asked everyone he could ask questions from, until much later when he gained insight, even though he was the Son of God. So this is not a preaching podcast, right? But this is me just expressing something based on a tangible evidence, which is you can just ask questions on a topic that you have no idea about, or something you have no insight on at all, and then that would bring you in, and from there you can now generate your own insights on those things and how that knowledge you've just acquired affects your world. Then when you get a merge of the knowledge that you've acquired and how it affects your world, you can now speak on it based on how you are affected personally, and that's how you make that knowledge yours. Your weakness is your greatest asset. So you have to use it till it becomes your strength. Okay. Go look at anyone who has made anything of value. So what you call yours is a result of constantly doing one thing your way, in the way that's available to you. I'll close with this. Leave the tarmac, because birds only learn to fly by flying. All right. Kids only learn to work by working. All right. You learn to make money by making some amount of money. You get better at it, no matter how bad it is, no matter how wobbly, how ugly the limitations, how many times you fall. You would find your own path, because the world is malleable like that. The world will definitely open up itself to you. Leave the tarmac and start something as soon as possible.